Hare Krishna. Omagyanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna. Actually, I forgot to record last time session, so I'll just uh, read these two translations and purport, and then we'll go ahead. We discussed actually this purport from 12th. We had to discuss. O Lord, who has a lotus navel, if a person happen to associate with a devotee whose heart always hankers after your lotus feet, seeking always their fragrance, he is never attached to the metal body or in a bodily relationship to offsprings, friends, home, health, wife, which are very dear to a materialistic persons. Indeed, he does not care for them. So this is the formula for detachment we have discussed. So no need to separately work on detachment. Our formula is very simple. We want to do service to a person called Krishna until the end of the life. The last day also we want to do service and whatever Krishna decides. So we don't think of detachment. We think of attachment to Krishna, service to Krishna. Let Krishna decide what should happen to us. This is our formula. So every day we should know this is a person Krishna in my life and I have to take care of him. I should not be neglectful. I should not I should not I should be very conscious and I take care of him and serve him. And even the last day of our life, say today I am going to leave my body and whatever state we are, even that time also we try to serve Krishna either chanting his holy name or because we are used to serve this person, even the last day also we'll do the same thing. We'll hear his glories, we chant his names and all the things related to Krishna. So that's how we are successful in life. So even last day of our life, if we are able to serve Krishna, we can consider it success. So our formula of detachment is what here Dromar is telling. So if a person have if a person happens to associate with devotees whose heart always hanker after your lotus feet, seeking always their fragrance. So this is what we need. So special advantage in devotional service is that devotees not only enjoy the transcendental pastime of Lord by hearing the and chanting the glories, but also are not very much attached to their bodies, unlike the yogis who are too attached to the body and who think that by performing bodily gymnastic exercises, they will advance in spiritual consciousness. So yogis are generally not very much interested in devotional service. So this mood is very important. That means now I am hearing Bhagavatam class. My mood is to please Krishna. That's why I want to hear. I want to know more about him so that I can develop more deeper relation with him. So if we are in a mood of service while hearing also, while speaking also, while doing, the mood should be always service. That is successful. So that means I have done 1 hour of hearing. I have served Krishna for 1 hour by hearing him as a service to please him. And Prabhupada says, Dhruva Maharaj plainly says that devotees have no more bodily interest. He knows that he is not the body from the very beginning. Therefore, without wasting time in bodily exercise, a devotee searches out a pure devotee and simply by his association becomes more advanced in spiritual consciousness than any yogi. And Prabhupada, right? Because a devotee knows that he is not the body, he is never affected by bodily happiness or distress. He's not interested in body relationship with wife, children, home, bank balance, etc. Or in the distress and happiness which come from these things. This is the special advantage of being a devotee, Prabhupada writes. That means we are there in that, but we are not affected by it. So that is very important. That means people may say, Prabhuji, I need some security with money. I need some emotional support with wife and husband. I need some, somebody to take care. All these things are holding us. We have to see why I am doing all these things, why I need all these things. They're all material only. So we have to be very conscious about it. But if we, so he's not interested in his body relation with wife, children, home, bank balance. This is the status we have discussed many times. I told at the time of death, when Krishna comes and asks, "You want to come to me?" Instead of saying, "Yes, Krishna," we start crying. Oh, my wife, my children, my house, my bank balance, is that. And Krishna don't have option. He says, "Okay, don't cry, don't cry. I'll give you another body. Take it and continue in the material world." But if you are very happily says, "No, Krishna, I am ready. I will come with you." Krishna says, "Okay, come." So by end of life, we should practice in such a way that if even though we may be attached now, but at the end of life, we should be free from all these things. That is the point. This status of life is possible only when a person is interested in associating with a pure devotee who always enjoys the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord. So, and then, my dear Lord, the Supreme Unborn, I know that the different varieties of living entities, such as animals, trees, birds, reptiles, demigods, and human beings, are spread throughout the universe, which is caused by total material energy. I know that they are sometimes manifest and sometimes unmanifest, but I have never experienced the supreme form behold as I see you now. Now, all kinds of methods of theorizing has come to an end. So, this is also a nice point. Dhruv Maharaj is. This is his realization after seeing the Lord with his association. That first thing is he's lamenting that he's asking for something material. Then he said, because I associated with Narada Muni and I am getting taste, who are tasting the honey at the lotus feet of Lord. That's why I'm losing taste for all these material things. Because he went for material things. Now he's telling to the Lord, no more material. I'm free now. And then he says that so I know that they are sometimes manifest sometimes, but I never experienced the supreme form I behold. So now he is glorifying that what I am seeing, all these things which are in front of me are all temporary. But what I am seeing in front of me, this is very special. So and Prabhupada writes that in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that he has spread himself throughout the universe, but although everyone is resting upon him, he is aloof. The same concept is expressed here by Dhruv Maharaj. He states that before seeing the transcendental form of Lord, he has experienced only the varieties of material forms, which are counted at 84 lakh species, aquatic, speeds, birds, etc. The fact is that unless one engages in devotional service of the Lord, it is impossible to understand the ultimate form of Lord. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Bhaktyamam Vijan. So, what Dhruva is telling that, my dear Lord, what I am seeing now, it is something different. Everything is rest upon you, which all are temporary things which I am seeing, but this form is permanent. And something temporary cannot give us permanent happiness. And we are holding on to temporary things to get permanent happiness because they cannot give. We are always in distress because the happiness is limited. Adyantavantu kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. It has a beginning and end. That's why intelligent person does not enjoy. So Dhruva is telling, no, no, no. I saw you. I understood. Yes, this is perfect. Dhruva Maharaj has compared his previous state of understanding with the perfection of understanding in the presence of Supreme Lord. The position of living entities to render service. Unless he comes to the stage of appreciating the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he engages in the service of various forms of trees, reptiles, animals, man, demigod, etc. So one can experience that one man engages in the service of a dog, another serve plants and creepers, another demigods, another humanity, or his boss in office. And most of the people end up in serving the boss in the office or family members. So whole life goes in serving the boss and family members. Previously, only men used to serve the bosses. Now women also serve the boss because they are also working. So we have to feel regret. Arey, why my life is wasting serving this person? Why I am not serving Krishna? Of course, there is no option. We have to serve the boss in the office, but that we should be conscious. I want to serve Krishna. Anyway, I'm serving this person who is ungrateful. who cannot do anything to me in life. Even if you want to do also, you cannot do anything. Same thing if I serve Krishna, Krishna will definitely do. So this desire will what will make us slowly, we will decide that one day I am going to retire and exclusively give all time to Krishna. So much we give for the material bosses. I feel exclusive service to Krishna. So much I gave to family, now only to Krishna. So after certain age, we should reduce our service to family and increase to Krishna. He said, now no more service to family. Enough is enough. Now only Krishna. So that should be the realization we should get. No more. But no one is engaged in the service of Krishna. Aside purposes, aside from common man, even men who are elevated in terms of spiritual understanding are at most engaged in the service of Virat Rupa, are unable to understand the ultimate form of Lord. They worship voidism by meditation. So Dhruva Maharaj, however, has been blessed by Supreme Lord. When the Lord touched with conscience to Dhruva's head, real knowledge was revealed from within. Because even if Dhruva sees the Lord, he could not have got this realization. This is mercy of Lord because of touching. Because many personalities they see the form of Lord, they don't get devotion, and that to pure devotion. And demons also see. And when Krishna was there, so many people were seeing. When Lord Ram was there, so many people were there, but they didn't become devotees. So when Lord touched his conscience to Dhruva, real knowledge was revealed within, and Dhruva could understand Lord's transcendental form. Dhruva Maharaj here admits that not only was he ignorant, but by years he was only a child. It would not have been possible for an ignorant children to appreciate the form of Lord. He has not been blessed by the Lord, who was touched with his conchal to Dhruva's head. And then he says, my dear Lord, the end of each millennium, the Supreme Law, Personality of Godhead, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, dissolves everything manifested within the universe into his belly. He lies down on the lap of Sesha Naga. From his navel sprouts a golden lotus flower on a stem, and on that lotus Lord Brahma is created. I can understand that you are the same Supreme Godhead. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances. So why this is actually also a great realization. All the living entities who are self-realized, they get this realization. Now for us it is theoretical. We have not realized. But once we get perfection, then this is no more this is no more a theory, it is realization. And it may be possible that they are really visualizing it. They are not just speaking. It is like pratyaksha only for them. And Prabhupada writes that Dhruva Maharaj's understanding of Supreme Lord is complete. So in the Vedas it says, Kasmin no Bhagavato Vijñate Sarvam Idam Vijñatam Bhavanti. Knowledge received through the transcendental causeless mercy of Lord is so perfect that by that knowledge the devotee becomes acquainted with all different manifestations of Lord. Shirdakshay Vishnu is present before Dhruva Maharaj, who could also understand the Lord's two other forms, namely Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Karanakshay Vishnu, everything. Yasaika Nishwasita Khala Matavalambya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagadandanatha. So this is what Dhruva is understanding. Those who are not devotees cannot understand the different forms of Vishnu and their positions. So Prabhupada is trying to explain all these things. And it says, Tam Nitya Mukta Parishuddha Vibuddha Atma Kutastha Adi Purusho Bhagavam Sri Adishaha Yad Buddhya Avastitam Akhanditat Swadrishtya दृष्टा स्थित्वा अधिमुखः प्रतिरक्षत अशेषे. My dear, my Lord, by your unbroken transcendental glance, you are the supreme witness of all stages of intellectual activities. You are the eternally liberated. Your existence is situated in pure goodness. Your existence in the supersoul within. Without change, you are the original personality, full with six opulences. You are eternally the master of three modes of material nature. Thus, you are always different from the ordinary living entities. As Lord Vishnu, you maintain all the affairs of the entire universe, and yet you stand aloof and are enjoyer of all results of all sacrifices. This is also very, very, very important understanding. So what happens is why there is a problem with all these impersonations and all. When they see that somebody is acting and performing and doing many, many activities, there is always a chance that he will get affected by what he is doing. And here Dhruva is telling, Lord, you are the witness, you are in goodness, you are you are having all these opulences, you are the master of modes, and you are always different from what, and you are aloof from all these things. This is very important. That means a devotee can be in the material world, do many activities, and can be unaffected, because that is the quality of Lord, and that quality can be attained by devotees. And that is how it happens to all the great personalities, devotees. They become aloof in spite of why impersonalists and yogis and gyanis, they stop activity because there is fear that they may get affected by the activities. That's why they don't do any activity. They take sannyas or they go to Himalayas. But a devotee, he continues to stay in the material world, and he can serve the Supreme Lord, do other mundane activity, apparently mundane activity, and not get affected by it. That is the speciality. So they feel confused. How he is a great personality. So that's what Durvas Muni had a problem with Ambarish Maharaj. This is Ambarish Maharaj is a worldly man, and I am a great yogi, and he is glorified more. Yes, because he is unaffected. And that is success. We all have to attain. And they want to preach, they will come to this material world, even though it is such a dangerous place, they want to preach and help other living entities. So this is also the task they do, right? And Prabhupada writes, an atheist argument against the supremacy of Supreme Lord, Godhead, states that if God, the Supreme, appears and disappears and sleeps and awakens, then what is the difference between God and living entity? Dhruva Maharaj is carefully distinguishing the existence Supreme from that of living entities. He points out the following differences. He says the Lord is eternally liberated. Whenever he appears, even within material world, he never entangled by the three modes of material nature. He is known therefore as Tri Adisha, the master of three modes of material nature, right? So in Bhagavad Gita, Daivi Esha Gunamai. So Lord says, so they are all under my control. And another, the external energy of the Lord is very strong, but the Lord, as a master of three modes, is ever liberated from the actions of the three modes. So he is not affected by it. That is the point. He therefore is uncontaminated, as Ishopanishad says. Shuddham apapaviddham ashnaviram shuddham apapaviddham. This is Ishopanishad says. And another difference between Lord and living entity is that living entity is always in darkness, even though he may be situated in mode of goodness. There is still so many things that are unknown to him. But it is not same with the Supreme Lord. So he knows past, present, future. And Lord is not part of the soul. He is unchangeable, supreme soul. So all these things Prabhupada is trying to explain, that he is having six opulences, he is the master of whole creation. Everyone therefore should engage in his devotional service. So that is the conclusion. So the point here is that even devotee can also be like that. Lord is always aloof. Devotee can also be aloof. So Mayavadi philosophers, being unable to adjust all this, come to the conclusion of impersonal void. So how a person is everything and is not affected. Yasmin viruddha gatayo hi anisham patanti vidyadayo vivida saktam anupavayati tad brahma vishwabhavam ekam anantamadhyam anandamatramavikaramaham prapadye. My dear Lord, in your impersonal manifestation of Brahman, there are always two opposing elements, knowledge and ignorance. Your multi-energies are continually manifest, but the impersonal Brahman, which is undivided, original, changeless, unlimited, and blissful, is the cause of material manifestation. Because you are the same impersonal Brahman, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So there is huge purport here. So said unlimited impersonal Brahman is the effulgence of the transcendental body. So this is the and Prabhupada also explains what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, that describes that impersonal Brahman of the Supreme is meant for persons who are essentially very advanced but still not able to understand the personal feature. So this is a great fortune for us to accept that Lord is a person, which is not very easy. They are very, very advanced people. They are free from all the material attachments. Still, they cannot understand. So I had a argument with one person, one devotee only. I said that devotees are superior to Indra. He could not digest only. He was like very much offended. He was from Madhva. He said, Are Indra is giving everything. He is giving rain. All the demigods are giving all the things for you. You are surviving because of them, and you are telling you are superior to him. I said, No, no, no. I am not superior. I said devotees are superior, who are pure devotees. They are superior. Even Prahlad is superior to him. Dhruva is superior. He could not say, No, no, it is not correct. No. Even Gopi is also superior. I said he didn't accept. Then he said, Are, that means you are telling you are greater than Indra. I said, See, I am practicing pure devotional service, at least trying to practice pure devotional service. Indra is not practicing, he's practicing mixed devotional service. And I said, How? Because he don't have that Sukruti. He don't have that Shraddha only. Pure devotional Shraddha is not there for him. That's why. And he said, You have Sukruti, you don't have. He said, Yeah, I have Sukruti. Prabhupada's mercy, we have Sukruti. And it is not available for demigods also. That is true. We are having something which is not available. That's why demigods, they say, we want to take birth here. See, they are advanced. We don't deny that. But the Sukruti factor is something very special, which comes only by association of very pure devotees. That's all. It is not possible even for demigods also. Because this is a special factor. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he gave it. And we are all getting it and we are understanding it. This they may read the same Shastra, but they cannot understand it that way. That is also a point. They say, oh, you are reading Bhagavatam. You think that they did not read? Even if they read Bhagavatam, they will not understand it. We need to hear from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Even Indra should also hear from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He should hear from Sanatan Goswami. Then only he can understand. Otherwise, not possible. So any demigod, they also have to hear same thing. Say if the Prime Minister of India or President of America and all, we accept them. They are very big, great people. Now we are not. I don't say I'm superior to them, but if they have, because of him, all the whole country is running. Everything is happening. Now for him to practice pure devotional service, he has to do the same thing what we are doing. He has to hear from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then only he can practice, right? So he is exalted materially, but that does not mean that he can practice pure devotion. He needs Sukruti. Same thing with the demigods also. They're very exalted, but they also need Sukruti. They also hear from the same acharyas. That is how the point. Uh, anyway, so we will take some questions. There is one. Scale Mataji.
Hey, Krishna Prabhu. Two things. One, just following up on this last point. Are we not, as pure sadhakas or sadhakas with pure faith, are we not superior in that sense to Lord Indra?
Superior means we have more Sukruti in terms of pure devotional service. That's why you're able to practice. If what on what calculations you are and accepting as superior based on that. Say now Prime Minister of India, you are superior to Prime Minister of India. Yes, in one way because I am practicing pure devotional service. He's not practicing, but he is also superior in terms of he is more influential. He has more power. He has more. He is doing more rendering service to the humanity. So many other things are also there, right? So he is superior in many terms. But this one aspect, yes, we got some Sukruti we are practicing, which is not doing like that.
Yeah, yeah, and that includes, even if we're talking about any demigod at all, including Lord Indra, correct?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. And just the other thing was, um, when we were saying that, we have to come to the stage where we're ready to give up our attachment to family life and like that. What that means is that we should want to give up serving family when we're not seeing the family as part and parcel of Krishna. When serving serving family is serving the material desires of family, not the spiritual interests of family. That's probably an obvious point. I just wanted to confirm that's what we mean when we say we want to give up our attachment to family life,
Actually,
right?
what happens is we have to take care of their material needs. And
Mm-hmm.
after some time, we have to continue our service. Whole life we will serve, but we
Mm-hmm.
start serving in a more spiritual way instead of giving material things. After some time, once they are settled, the children are settled and all, we do not give any material thing to them. Then we start giving spiritual things. Initially, also we can do spiritual material both, but after some time, we stop doing material things for them. We do only spiritual things. We we sit with them, discuss about Krishna, and take them to yatra and other things. So you take care of the family. Now also you give spiritual and material, but after some time you stop material things, only spiritual things. After certain age, we have to completely do service to Krishna. So even giving our family members Krishna is also service to Krishna.
You said even giving our, say that again. Even
Giving
giving.
Krishna to family, like talking to them about Krishna, doing kirtan with them, that is also service to Krishna only. No, you are helping your family members and you are doing. Setting a good example as a devotee is also service to the family.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I meant. That
Yeah,
serving, giving your family Krishna consciousness, whether this way or that way, right? That
yeah,
is also ser- devotional service. Huh?
yeah, 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 yeah.
But also, even after they become adults, let's say your children become adults, you know, in order to cultivate their favorability toward Krishna's devotees, which might include yourself, right? You do, if supplying their material needs will have that result, then you will want to do that too. Even though they may be adults, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Based on your capacity, if you are not getting distracted from your service to Krishna, anything
Right,
is allowed.
right, right. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Uh, yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandat Pranam Prabhuji. My question is, you said about taking association of pure devotee. So I wanted to know how can we take association of pure devotees? Because we know that our Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada are pure devotees, but we don't get that much. We get association through lectures and all. But other than that, how can we get pure devotee association?
That is actually even we are getting association of Vishnu Chakra Thakur, Prabhupada through his
Huh.
lectures and that is actually more important association because what they want us to follow, we have to follow. That is the association
Okay.
because
Okay.
their realization comes through their classes. They are telling, do like this, be attentive, be grateful, chant nicely. So they are
Hmm.
already giving their association. So that is what we need. More we hear from them, more we try to become what they want us to become.
Okay. Okay.
Where
That is
sometimes you
the.
get opportunity to cook for them or do something. Maybe
Hmm.
that may not be very frequently, but whatever you are getting, we take. But more important is we have to hear from them. Like Prabhupada, how many times he got his Guru's association? Very few times. But
Yeah.
he is more interested in more understanding through right he reading his books and all like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so we should understand that this is how we can get pure devotee association, and not physical meeting and all that. Or
That is also important, but more important is this.
okay, okay. And another my question is, we have to serve, being in a with family, we need to serve our parents, right?
Yeah.
So because we cannot just neglect our parents. Whenever the need comes, we have to serve them. So that will be pleasing to Krishna, isn't it?
Oh, of course. Actually, that is a very important service. What happens is you get blessings of your parents, and Krishna will be very pleased. And that is the formula what Krishna want us to understand also. See, the point
Mm,
here is that if you are if you are able to have all the temporary relations which Krishna gave you properly, you are handling all the temporary relationships, then Krishna
mm,
will make all this relationship permanent in the spiritual world. He says, I am giving you some temporary relations. You are not able to handle them. How can you handle something permanent? So, if you get a job initially, they have prohibition period, five,
yeah,
6 months. They say you do nicely, then you will make permanent. So, similarly, Krishna also gives every time opportunity. Say, I am giving you a certain situation. You be a servant. Be a good servant in this situation. Then I'll
right.
promote you to the spiritual world like that.
Okay, okay.
So
Okay,
even
thank
if
you,
they are
Prabhu.
not devotee, also we have to serve them.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I wanted to know, because otherwise, we if we don't serve and then we just are behind, or to say other, spiritual activities, and we
No, no,
don't,
no, no, no. That is not
then that
correct.
is not correct, no?
No, 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 not correct.
Uh, yes, yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Says a comment by Shyam Mukund Pro. Even for Lord Brahma, there is no liberation without bhakti. Yes, Pro. Okay. Thank you all very much. Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.